Ladies and gentlemen, we have 100 collector's reserves to open. I believe this is the most collector's reserves that I have ever opened at one time, at least on a video. Let's see what we got, and let's hope that we don't get a lot of titles and avatars, and that's going to be a gold ticket. Collector's tokens, very good start. Credits, very good start. All we want are resources. We don't want titles. We don't want avatars. We do want variants, though. Who doesn't love a good variant? Like that one right there, a Dracula variant. I'll take that all day. Great start. I am very happy with that. We got a Forge avatar. That's terrible. We don't want any avatars. We hate all avatars. That's what we're all about here. Hating on avatars, I guess. We get some credits there. Sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with the audio, but we're good now. Built like a truck. Oh man, what an unfunny title. That's what you love to see. Very unfunny titles. Back-to-back tokens, pretty damn good. We got ourselves some credits. Not bad. Another unfunny title every single time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm tired of titles, I'm tired of avatars in here. They changed a lot of things with Marvel Snap. I appreciate the acquisition system. Hey look, nobody loves pixel variants except for GC James, but I'll take a variant over a title or avatar at any point in time, so I'm pretty okay with that. Gold ticket, not too bad. We could spend that on Conquest, get some things done, get ourselves another, mystery variant or something like that. I'm not going to say anything, but so far we've gotten some decent resources and some variants and even some gold tickets, which have been nice. Another gold ticket. There is such a thing as too many gold tickets, I suppose, but hey, at least it's not a title or avatar, I suppose. And tokens, we take tokens all day, especially with the new acquisition system. Really grateful that they changed the way acquisition works. Another variant, and that is my very first copycat variant. I love it. I'm very happy with that. I am very grateful to see a copycat variant, and it's part of an album. My camera might have been blocking that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it is part of an album. It's the first of the album that I have, so it's not really super helpful, but we'll take it. Credits and tokens. A title, one loss from quitting. I don't know if they realize how many people are about one loss from quitting the game, to be honest. I think that's not a great thing that they want to put in there. War Machine variant. Okay. I don't have too many War Machine variants, and I really like the Dan Hip one, so that one's pretty good. I know a lot of people are sick of Dan Hip variants, but I still like them. I'm still cool with them. That was also part of an album. I went through this a little too quick. Tad into anime. Dude, make better titles. Like, at least if you're going to force us to get titles all the time from these collector's reserves, make better titles, okay? Just like, make them funny, make them interesting, make them entertaining, make them Marvel-based. Another variant. We've been getting some variants here. This, oddly, might be my first Debris variant. I'm not 100% sure about that. I would have to check, but if I have a Debris variant, it's only one. So that would be my second Debris variant. Credits, not bad. Credits, not bad. Collector's tokens, you love to see it. Gold ticket, not terrible, not terrible. 200 credits. This device is my symbiote. What does that even fucking mean? I just checked. We have 55 collector's reserves to go. Bland and underdone. Very similar to this game. See, that's how you make it funny. That's how you make the things funny. The game's fine, but I had to say that. A pixel avatar. Just to spit in my mouth. 150 credits, 200 credits, 200 credits, and I believe we got about 50 left. We're about halfway done with this. Another avatar, not great. Let the dogs out. It's not even who let the dogs out. It's just let the dogs out. What are we doing, Marvel Snap? Like, what are we actually doing, brother? Collector's tokens and then credits. That's nice. That's what you love to see. Avatars. That's what you don't love to see. But another variant, and I don't remember how many variants we pulled so far. I'm going to keep track. I'm going to tally them up at the end. But that's awesome. That's awesome. We've been getting some variants, man. We've been doing pretty well. And look at that, another one. Even if it's a Pixel Moon Knight. Look. If you got to have a Pixel, Moon Knight's kind of nice. Like, that one's kind of nice. That actually might be my first Moon Knight variant, which is kind of sad, but... Unused Agatha card for sale. I mean, I guess that's okay-ish. It's funnier and better than the other ones we've gotten. That doesn't really mean much. 4th generation underachiever. At least that's accurate. At least that's accurate for me personally. Credits, tokens, you love to see it. And another variant, a Creative House Pocket variant for a Spider-Ham. I like that one. That one's pretty cool. I wish he had the glasses on, though. I'm not going to lie. The glasses on would be even cuter. Duck Duck Juice album. That's part of an album. That's pretty cool. Whack-ass Avatar. Permaban Inevitable. I guess that's a better title than the other ones, I suppose. I suppose it's not the worst title ever. It's not a good one. Ensemble Cast or I'm Out. That's a bad one. We got 28 collector's reserves to go. Just 28 more. So, boom. After this, we're going to be 3/4 of the way done. And to celebrate our 75th opening, we got ourselves a Jessica Jones avatar. Great. Sponsored, can't say who. It's just stupid. It's just like, put a little more effort. If it snaps like a duck, bro, put a little more effort into your titles if you're going to force them down our throats. I'm begging you. Like, I'm begging you. Like, I feel like they sit around. Hey, it's a Pixel, but we'll take it. We'll take it. That might also be my first Atuma variant. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm getting variants for cards that I don't have variants for. They're not great variants, but it's still fine. Anyway, if you're gonna force titles down our throat, like, can we get somebody to like actually work on the titles? Like, make them funny, make them interesting, make them good. I feel like they sit in a room. Everybody just kind of sits around in a room and like they look around at things and they look at like a newspaper and they go, "Oh, this is a common phrase that people say. Let's like change the way it sounds and that'll be cool. I swear, people will like that. Like, snaps like a duck instead of quacks like a duck. Like, that's really funny. Like, it's not. But Jane Foster, Dan Hip, we take those. We take those. We take those. Mastery level 20. Yay. A card I've never played before is at Mastery level 20 somehow. I'm sorry. I'm being so salty right now. This is what happens with avatars and titles. They make me very salty. 8 more collector's reserves to open. Prom? Why? What does that mean? Why? What is the point? Prom? Like, what does that mean? First of all, your core audience is all like people in their like 30s. It's like the main audience that plays Marvel Snap are like mostly men, some women that are all like in their mid 30s to like it goes from like usually the age range is like 30 to like 45. They put out a title that says prom. Like you like know your audience, dog. Credits, we got 4 more to go. Another, oh, nope, that's tokens. They tricked me. I thought it was a variant. There's a variant, Pixel Human Torch. The pixels, I have to say this about pixel variants. I feel like they've been getting better. The older pixels, they were kind of mediocre. They really weren't that great, but like the newer ones that they've been inserting into the games, they all look pretty damn good. And that's 100 collector's reserves opened. Let me go tally up what we got, and I'll be right back to let you know. All right, so I tallied everything up. All right, and the first thing I'm going to go through are the bad things, and that's going to be 8 avatars, which is actually less than I was expecting. Only 8% of all the collector's reserves were avatars. Usually it's a little higher, and usually I'm a little more upset about that. However, they did make up for it with 14 titles, which is god-awful. I spent the entire video talking about how much I hated titles, so I'm not going to go over it. I think that they need to do a better job with the titles and or just remove them completely and stop putting them in the game. But let's move on to the good things. 10 gold tickets. I do think that's a little too many gold tickets. I really didn't need that many to complete the conquest program. However, maybe there are people out there that do, and it's nice to get the gold tickets over avatars and titles, so I'm totally cool with that. We also got 11 variants, which was really good. I like that we got 11 variants. I think that's a really solid number. 11% of all the reserves were variants. I love that, 10 to 15% should be variants. I think that's a really good percentage. And as far as resources are concerned, we got a good amount. I'd say the tokens are a little under what I was anticipating with 2,400 tokens, but still very solid. And credits, 5750 for credits. I like that a lot. I'll take credits, tokens, variants all day. The problem is a quarter or just about a quarter of everything that we opened was avatars and titles. And I really don't think that those should be in collector's reserves. I think they should do a better job, but I've been saying that for a couple years now, making these videos. Either way, pretty successful collector's reserve opening, if I do say so myself. I think we did a great job. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos, and I appreciate you hanging out. Also, check out the live streams. I stream on YouTube on this channel all the time. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.